Dear friends, my name is Dr. Igor Atabekov. I am clinical oncologist practicing since 2010. Today we are continuing our topic of poisonous plants, their use in medicine and also in oncology. This is poison hemlock. Poisonous hemlock can be recognized by the special spots. They are usually purplish spots on its stalk. And people always confuse it with a wild carrot. They eat it and then they get poisoned. Also, animals can get poisoned while eating grass, and then if they occasionally eat poison hemlock. The most famous victim of poison hemlock was Socrates, who was sentenced to death by drinking the juice of poison hemlock and aconite. All the parts of the plant are poisonous. Hippocrates and Avicenna, they were using poison hemlock for treatment of some diseases. Really, this remedy is often used in folk medicine, but in most of the countries it's forbidden to use in official medicine, as it has a very small therapeutic window, meaning that you need some concentration to work, and you need not to go over some concentration that is already toxic and dangerous, and this window is very low, so you need to be very careful and precise with dosages, and it's really difficult because these are plants, these are growing in different places, and the contents of the substances will be different. We know that poison hemlock it blocks the nicotinic acetylcholine receptors, meaning it will paralyze neural system, it will paralyze muscles, and eventually it can cause the stop of breathing. Also here you can see it can cause tremor, vomiting, seizures, destruction of muscles, and acute renal failure, meaning it can be toxic to kidneys, partially through destructions of muscles. And actually one of my subscribers wrote to me in the past because her relative had the cancer, terminal stage cancer, no treatment was already available, and they tried to use this poison hemlock, increasing their dosages from 1 drop to 40 drops, but they never reached 40 drops, they just reached 20, and his condition was deteriorating, he was feeling worse and worse, and on his blood tests that they sent to me, the creatinine was increasing very fast, meaning that his kidneys were failing. So you must be always very careful with all these folk remedies, especially with poisonous plants. Nowadays we know about 13 alkaloids, the poisonous substances in poison hemlock, but most important and most well known is quinine. Here they also say that poison hemlock can be used in folk medicine for treatment of cervical cancer. And if you search Google, you can see that there are different recipes. You can take this plant, put it into the bottle, put the oil there, wait for 3 weeks, and then you can put it on some tampon and put inside vagina for treatment of cervical cancer. And in this article, we see that authors, they were investigating how actually quinine, how actually poison hemlock works with cancer cells. They say that it stops their division, the growth of cells, it causes their self-killing or apoptosis, and it causes the generation of free radicals that will also damage DNA and cancer cells. And here the other article, they tried to investigate their homeopathic doses, meaning very diluted solutions of poison hemlock. They used prostate cancer cells and tried if these very small doses will help, because only small concentrations we can reach if we take it per our mouth. Otherwise it will just kill us because it's poisonous. We were already talking before what will happen if you are intoxicated with it. And they found no really significant changes if you use in very small concentrations. The same here, homeopathic dosages don't affect their prostate cancer cells. But actually there is one interesting case report. The woman suffering from lymphoma, she had a lymph node enlarged in her growing area, and she had a biopsy. They found out she had lymphoma, and she started to take the homeopathic preparation of hemlock. Immediately the lymph nodes started to decrease in size, and then in 2 weeks they removed this lymph node, watched again under microscope, and there was no sign of tumor there, and she's disease-free until nowadays. We don't know if it's placebo working or something else, because all the tumors are different, all the people are different. We cannot make any conclusions based on this one patient. But still, you can agree with me, it's an interesting case. We also know that poison hemlock can induce immunity. That is important. It says that it activates antigen-presenting cells in mice. Also, poison hemlock can kill bacteria like Escherichia coli or Pseudomonas aeruginosa, very important bacteria because it's mostly totally antibiotic resistant, and it's a real problem. That means we don't have any remedies against it. What should you do if you occasionally ate poison hemlock? First of all, you need to get rid of it as much as you can. You need to clean your stomach, to wash your stomach. You need to use activated charcoal as an absorbing substance, and you need to use laxatives. Then, if it's what is already absorbed, you cannot really do anything. You can only support your body. If it's too much and the breathing is affected, you may need the ventilation of your lungs. If the person seeks for medical attention very fast, he has very good chances to recover. When I was talking to the herbalist who was using poison hemlock in his practice, he said that poison hemlock should not be used all the time, and maybe 1.5 or 2 months maximum, then need to rest for 2 months, then again, because if you use it always, it will overstimulate your immune system. Because he had a case when the person had a diagnosis of cancer at 50, he had no treatment at all, but he used poison hemlock wisely. And he lived for 33 more years, just doing this intermittent treatment. And by the way, poison hemlock has quinine alkaloid that has a pain-killing effect, and it can induce the effect of morphine in, for example, cancer patients. But again, you must be very careful. First of all, morphine, it stops guts, it decreases the motility of guts. Also, poison hemlock does the same. And both can affect breathing and stop breathing. That's why if somebody combines them, it's very easy to overdose it, and it can be very dangerous. Also, poison hemlock is often used for topical treatment of different diseases, for example, skin cancer or different cancer ulcers, or again, cervical cancer. It seems to be more safe rather than taking it orally. But this is not used in official medicine. We don't have enough information about dosages, about safety, about regimens, that's why we don't recommend it. Also, some people use it for example, herpes or erysipelas. These are infectious diseases. Dear friends, that's all for today. I hope this information was interesting for you, and I'm waiting you in the next videos. Please see the playlist about the poisonous plants in the description below. Wish you good luck. God bless you. Bye bye.